The exterior of the Caterpillar CatTitan X is not something you approach casually. It is something you stop and study the way you stop and study a piece of engineering that you know instinctively was built to a standard that ordinary vehicles cannot reference. The body is angular, armored, and built with the same structural philosophy that Caterpillar applies to its heaviest field equipment. Every panel, a load-bearing component. Every surface, a functional decision. Nothing present for decoration alone. The CatTitan X carries Caterpillar's iconic finish across every exterior surface, making the vehicle instantly identifiable from any distance in any light condition, a visual signature so recognizable that it functions as both a brand statement and a warning to the terrain ahead. Massive, all-terrain tires mounted on black heavy-duty rims sit at each corner of a platform engineered for ground clearance that most vehicles cannot approach without modification. A full-length LED light bar runs the entire rooftop width, backed by a cluster of roof-mounted spotlights that turn darkness into a non-factor across any environment this vehicle enters. The reinforced steel front bumper carries additional LED lighting and recovery-rated attachment points that are not cosmetic. They are operational, rated for the kind of field recovery work that the CatTitan X's terrain capability will eventually make necessary. Integrated ventilation panels and storage compartments along the lower body carry Caterpillar's field equipment design philosophy directly accessible, sealed, and purposeful in a way that reflects decades of engineering for environments where convenience and reliability are not optional. The CatTitan X exterior was not designed to look extreme. It was engineered to be extreme. And that distinction, as always with Caterpillar, is the entire point. Performance on the Caterpillar CatTitan X is the category where the concept demonstrates what happens when the engineering standards of the world's most demanding heavy equipment are applied to a motorhome platform without compromise, without dilution, and without apology. The Powertrain carries Caterpillar's heavy diesel engineering philosophy, not adapted from an automotive platform, not scaled down from a commercial truck, but built from first principles around the specific and relentless demands of carrying a fully loaded living environment across terrain that has no interest in cooperating. The torque delivery is massive, continuous, and available from the bottom of the rev range in a way that automotive powertrains cannot replicate because Caterpillar does not build engines for acceleration figures. It builds engines for sustained work, and the CatTitan X inherits that philosophy completely. Every driven wheel receives torques through a drivetrain designed to Caterpillar's reliability standard, the standard that means these components are expected to keep operating long past the point where equivalent automotive components would have required attention. Deep mud, loose rock, soft sand, steep sustained inclines, river crossings. The CatTitan X's performance specification covers all of it with the same confidence, because the engineering behind it was never built for one kind of terrain. It was built for all of them. That point deserves to be held clearly. This is not a capable motorhome. This is a Caterpillar machine that also happens to contain a home. The difference between those two descriptions is everything. The interior and comfort of the CatTitan X is where the concept makes its most singular statement. Walk through the entry door of this machine and the entire exterior context disappears. What replaces it is a living environment that Caterpillar designed around a single understanding. The people who travel in a vehicle capable of going this far deserve an interior that is worthy of the cost. Distance. The living space is genuinely wide, taking full advantage of the platform's exterior dimensions to create a floor plan that breathes rather than compresses. Seating is substantial, properly supported, and designed for the reality of extended travel across surfaces that would punish lighter furniture into failure. The sleeping environment is built for real rest, meaningful acoustic isolation from the mechanical and terrain noise that operating at this level generates. A sleeping platform sized for genuine comfort, and the kind of total darkness capability that turns any location on Earth into a place you can recover in. The kitchen is a fully equipped working space, not a camping convenience, not a road trip compromise, but a professional culinary environment that reflects the understanding that people living in this vehicle for weeks at a time need to eat well, not just adequately. Every surface in the CatTitan X interior is durable, every storage solution is purposeful, and the overall environment communicates the same engineering seriousness that the exterior communicates outside. Capability and comfort working together, not trading against each other, not competing for priority, but unified in a single vision of what extended extreme living should actually feel like. That is the interior standard the CatTitan X sets, and it is a standard that the conventional motorhome industry has never come close to establishing. Tech and off-grid capabilities on the CatTitan X are the category where Caterpillar's operational heritage produces its most significant and most practically meaningful advantage. Caterpillar has spent over a century building machines that operate in environments where infrastructure does not exist: mining sites, disaster response zones, construction operations in locations so remote that the nearest power grid is hundreds of miles away. The CatTitan X's off-grid architecture is a direct application of that operational philosophy. Power generation is multi-source and redundant high-capacity battery storage combined with onboard generation capability, and renewable harvesting creates a system that provides genuine electrical independence regardless of location, weather, or how long the vehicle has been parked. Water management is engineered for multi-week off-grid operation storage capacity, filtration sophistication, and recycling efficiency built for the reality of extended remote living rather than the 2 or 3 day window that most motorhomes describe as off-grid. The connected technology platform provides real-time monitoring and control over every vehicle system from a single interface: power, water, mechanical health, navigation, and communication, all visible, all manageable, and all designed to function in environments where external connectivity cannot be assumed. This off-grid capability is not a feature, it is the mission, and the CatTitan X was built to execute that mission without limitation. Safety and handling on the CatTitan X represent the application of Caterpillar's operator protection standards to a motorhome context, and those standards sit in a different category from anything the recreational vehicle industry has historically applied. Structural integrity reflects Caterpillar's field equipment operator protection philosophy, the same engineering discipline that keeps heavy equipment operators safe in genuinely dangerous work. Environments applied here to protect the occupants of a living space operating in the most extreme conditions on Earth. Stability management, terrain response intelligence, and a driver interface designed to keep the operator fully informed at all times produce a vehicle that remains predictable and controllable in situations that would make any conventional motorhome genuinely hazardous to operate. Safety on the CatTitan X is not a specification added at the end of the design process. It is embedded in the architecture from the first decision.